Last orders at the bar, please.
Welcome to Tavern Tales, a curated 5e Dungeons & Dragons adventure set in the tales of the Yawning Portal campaign module by Wizards of the Coast.
Previously on Tavern Tales, deep within the Sunless Citadel, the Silverkin family has heard a voice cry out from a nearby room as all of the goblins have been fooled into leaving the area. Is it Calcryx, the white wormling, as they all seem to believe?
Come sit down and drink with the enemy, raise a glass and toast to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So come sit down and laugh with the enemy, raise a glass and sing to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So I won't end up being alone, 'cause I won't drink my drink alone. So what about you? One beer or two, I'll drink to you.
Welcome, everyone, to Game 8. I'm your host, Kyle. I am the Dungeon Master and will be leading this ragtag family through the Sunless Citadel, the very first adventure in Wizards of the Coast, the Tales of the Yawning Portal. The player to my left is...
Paige.
You are playing...
Oriana. The... Oh.
The hoe?
No, I thought you were a slave. That's weird.
Oriana is a sorcerer tiefling.
Excellent. Can you tell us some sort of interesting characteristic about Oriana that we have never heard before? What is something about Oriana that the listeners at home and the players at the table wouldn't know?
Something about your guild adventures.
No, you just want to know how
I do.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, wow. I was
Nice
listening
try.
to them again and I was like, I hope.
No.
Dang. Okay, well, you're still a slave, so.
I really like soup.
Creamy or brothy?
I
Because that's a
know.
big deal.
Definitely creamy.
Me
Do you
too,
like
right
the
on.
red clam chowder or the white clam chowder?
White.
Wait, totally. What?
Red clam chowder
I remember when I first found out there was red clam chowder and I was like,
Oh, wait, that's actually a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
real thing, yeah.
Listen here, people, but that is a thing, and it is a delicious thing.
creamy.
Most.
This is way
delicious
off topic, but it has to do with chowder. There's a chowder festival happening in November.
That's
Yeah,
my birthday month.
in-
What?
in-
Where?
thing. Good to know.
Yeah.
Here?
At
I love chowder.
Hotel Arts.
Oh,
Yep.
sweet.
Yes.
Can you like remind me?
Yeah, I'll send it.
Hashtag chowder
Fans,
festival.
remind me.
I think it's called Chowderfest.
I think this episode's going to come out after it's done, but for those listening, 2018 Chowderfest.
Yeah, well, I
Hotel
can
Arts.
definitely plan for that one then.
We're not paying for. They're not paying for this advertisement, but we'll gladly send you
Pitch
their
them.
way.
And we
So-
will complain in about a year's time if it was terrible.
You'll get the review.
You'll get the review later.
Yelp says Tavern Tales thinks this sucks. And who is the player to your left?
I'm Marie Claire. I play Drayden Silverkin the Fox, who's a half elf fighter, folk hero character, general upstanding guy who tries to help other people, especially his family. And the thing that the listeners do not know about Drayden is that he is actually afraid to become romantically involved with any woman in the world because they may be half siblings of him.
That explains so much.
Is that why you make me watch? Like make sure I don't recognize her?
Actually, I don't think I would say that you've probably actually never seen him.
I just embellish.
Like, you know, yeah,
I
you're
try to
just-
like give you props where like that one time you like kissed her and I saw that, but I'm like, no, you were gonna do it with her.
I like it's actually like a phobia because I'm scared. Like Drayden's scared he's related to everybody.
I like that.
Well, we know that we're not related.
That's
But
why he's slightly.
I don't know actually.
He's like torn, but maybe no.
Dominic and that demon chick. You don't know for sure whether or not.
True.
Infernal demon or
But
whatever.
nonetheless. And who is the player to your left?
I'm Julianna. I'm playing Sidork. I cheat at games of chance. I like to play dice.
dice? Like, do you have a set of dice
They're
on your character?
weighted.
Weighted dice. Like they're heavy or they cheat?
No, I waited a long time for them.
Oh my god.
Good stuff.
Oh yeah, and they are heavy on one side.
That's a thing.
That site is colored, but.
I still make money.
And to your left is.
I'm Aaron. I'm playing Yashiria, the female human cleric. And like most females, my favorite season is fall.
Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice.
Ugg season.
Oh,
Leggings.
Leggings,
Scarves.
scarves, and like sweaters,
Toques.
Yes.
Or those headband things that girls wear. I don't ever wear them.
Paige,
but like,
do you
Like
have...
the one I wore yesterday.
it's the sweaters with like hoods, like
I always wear that.
fuck fall. It's awesome.
Paige, do you have anything to input on the
I'm
season of
pretty
fall?
sure you just described my entire day yesterday.
Well, even like you have the.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Is that a scarf? The sweater scarf?
I mean, no, it's kind of
it's
like
a shawl.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry.
it looks kind
My
of
mother
like
would be
like a
mad at me.
carrying blanket,
It's-
like
Mina.
a portable blanket.
It's definitely basic white girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You're
last
white.
but not
I don't
least,
see color.
is there any news that anybody would like to share with our listeners?
What news could you be referring to?
I don't know.
though?
I just wanted to know if I could add that to the podcast, but if nobody wants to say anything, then I won't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually recently got engaged to Paige.
Me.
Yes, you.
Me.
You, dear. That's Paige.
The
Paige and I
story is
recent-
awesome, by the way.
Yes, it involves
Thank
ginger
you,
ale.
Doritos.
Shout out,
Doritos.
shout out to Canada Dry Ginger Ale and Doritos Canada.
Yeah.
and Twizzlers.
And Twizzlers.
No, Twizzlers wasn't there on the actual day.
But it was because of Twizzlers I looked in the bag, and then there was no Twizzlers.
Yes,
But there was a
So-
You thought there were Twizzlers in the
Speaking of
Doritos?
which, I did get Twizzlers.
She'd asked for Twizzlers
In
and
the
Doritos.
Doritos?
no, she asked for while I was at the store. To make a long story short, while I was at the store asking what she wanted, she said a bag of Doritos, a ginger ale, and then I asked what else, and then she said a ring, and then after that she said Twizzlers, but I didn't see the Twizzlers part.
Because even though I send text messages the same second, he doesn't actually read the response.
I
get that.
Right after I saw a ring, I was finished with it, and I had it with me, so I put it in the bag. And then,
How long had you had it?
I had it for a while.
Jesus.
Did you put the Doritos down, the ginger ale down, and then the ring down on the conveyor belt, and then as the lady,
No,
you're like,
she-
can you just add that as a byline
She-
so it's on the receipt?
She was not in the store with me.
No, I knew that, but like the
Oh.
cashier put it on a byline on the
That would've
receipt
been
just to
really
make
funny.
sure.
Ring,
No, so
0 comped, you know.
yeah.
Heart.
Were your
Heart.
fingers covered with orange powder?
No, much to popular belief, they were not actually in the bag of Doritos.
Oh.
The cashier gave us
You
separate
didn't even
bag.
eat any of the Doritos before it happened?
There
No.
were
Were your fingers orange? Please say
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Oh, that's like my dream engagement.
I actually
then.
ate that bag of Doritos in 30 minutes.
Doritos.
She crushed
And
it.
it was family size.
She crushed it. So
What kind? Original?
Zesty.
zesty.
Woman after my own heart.
So
No, she's taken.
Well, no. Unless it's official, it's still fair.
There's
Totally
no paper
okay.
sign.
it's on Facebook.
Don't listen to this, Sydney. Sorry.
Just to be clear to everyone, it's already been signed in like mortgage documents.
I know.
Yeah.
They bought it, yeah,
Mortgage
yeah.
That's
and
okay. We could get a prenup, babe. That could be your debt.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got a
It's
second one.
shared property. Nonetheless,
yes.
Congratulations both of you on your
Congratulations.
engagement and purchasing of a single detached home in Airdrie.
No.
It's so
Lame.
fucking far away.
We were actually on the way here. I was like, oh my God, it's going to take like an hour to get here.
But I also have some really exciting and wonderful news to share with you.
Good news, everyone.
Yeah, exactly. I have been thinking long and hard, and I have decided that
We leveled up.
you all get more story modes.
I was really excited about maybe leveling
Yay!
No, in this instance, I've decided that you are not getting enough opportunity to change the story to your own benefit. So every time you level up, you are going to get a story mode. And since you all leveled to level 2, I forgot to give them to you. So I'll give them to you now for you to hopefully make wonderful changes to the story.
Now I
to
can
come.
stop bitching to you behind the scenes.
That is way better news than an engagement.
I know, right? Fuck you, Aaron.
Wow.
Fuck you very much.
And now, let's get into it. Oriana cast her spell of slumber, and that poor goblin, already mid-stride, fell flat on his face, sliding more than 4 feet, directly on the beak of his nose, skinning it something horrible. While Torrin set to tying them up, the group cautiously made their way into the now empty room, all except for Sidork, who was still fussing with his baggage from his childhood. As they made their way within, Drayden called back to Sidork, saying,
Sidork, one must put away childish things to move forward.
And now let us peek into the adventure itself, as our little family steps into a larger room, where dozens of blunted and broken arrows lie on the cracked cobblestone floor, and a few protrude from 3 crudely sewn, human-sized targets hung along the center of the south wall. The northern third of the room is separated from the south by a crudely mortared and crenellated half wall, much like the room before. A permanent camp of sorts lies north of the wall, complete with a fire ring and several small iron cook pots. The door to the west, directly in front of you, is open, and it is from within here that the voice is calling.
But I can carry it. It has wheels.
The wheels are all locked up with the grime and dirt of the years.
Can I try to spit on them?
That's what happens when you
can-
buy luggage from Bentley.
Sidork spits on
Doesn't work.
everything. Hello? Hello? Is anyone out there? Hello?
Yashiria.
Hello? Who is that?
Oh, please, come and save me. Come and rescue me, please.
A weird British person is in the other room. That's sweet. All right.
Tim, is that you? Tiny Tim?
Somebody,
Not Tiny Tim's
somebody needs our assistance, Yashiria. Let's go.
We should figure out where the voice is coming from first.
We know.
I don't see anyone.
And we should
in the other
ensure it's
room.
not a trap.
It's coming from the other side of that door on the west side of the room.
Inspecting the door, of course.
The door is open.
Oh, okay. I'll peek
In fact, there are 3 doors in the room, and all 3 of the doors are open.
okay. I'm gonna peek in the door.
Can I try to perceive the state of the room? If there's any magic happening?
The room that you're currently standing in?
Going into the one with the 3 other doors and the cauldrons and stuff.
So everybody has now entered that room, including
Oh, okay,
you.
we're already
I'm
in it?
gonna
Okay.
gather you've left your baggage behind.
I thought I was no, I'm carrying it.
You can definitely. All right, you are now encumbered with your childhood luggage. So you remove movement redate.
Can I say, did we ever cover what was technically in it?
Yes, you said it was filled with your things from your childhood that you'd lost a long time ago. So it was
I
full
still
of
want 'em.
moldy clothes,
Yep.
a tattered book. You have a
My favorite.
cheese sandwich that has long
Cheese is already
since-
mold, so like it's
No,
fine.
it would have just petrified.
It is a cheese sandwich slush as well as your moldy stuffy. The only thing of real that you could take with you would be Spirit, your horse.
Yeah, oh my god, how did you know I love Spirit?
Because we
talked
named it last
about
time.
Oh
that
yeah, okay,
last
sorry.
game.
I didn't write it down, but I did write Spirit, and I thought maybe there's just a ghost there. I wasn't very clear. Okay, good.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, Spirit's going in the bag. I'll ditch the luggage, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing worth keeping.
I'll probably wrap the Spirit, in a moldy T-shirt though of mine, just because
Sure.
that seems like that would keep it safe to me.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have your. You have your adventure.
Yeah, there's
backpack.
totally room in it. Okay.
You didn't have to put Spirit in a moldy T-shirt to further
Yeah, but that seems
break down.
Sidor.
I mean, Sidork's pretty smart. He knows how things break down. He's got the science stuff down.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
I mean,
it's
like
book
that
smart,
shirt
dude.
also has like Pokemon on it, so like he had good memories in it.
right, because it used to say like poke a Monday, and the day is totally worn off. Yeah,
yeah.
Pokemon.
so it says Pokemon.
And he always thought that meant something else.
So yeah, Sidork is lugging around with luggage, trailing behind the group. Who is going to have their peek in through the door?
I'll take a look in.
All right. For those who've peeked in, squalor reigns in this low-ceilinged room. A large iron spike has been driven into the floor near the door, and a small iron cage is set farther back. Several sets of corroded manacles are connected to the walls, and some still bind a few crumbling skeletons. Amongst them is 3 huddling kobolds, and dimly you can make out a figure in the cage towards the back. There is no light, and the kobolds shy away from your green flame torch and your continual flame candle.
Does my dark vision not let me?
Yeah, you're fumbling with luggage. So
I'm not there yet. Okay,
your
sorry.
Dark vision is more
Does
than
not-
adequate, but
Oh, okay.
I think the figure in the back is definitely going to be
Still
shrouded in
enshrouded?
darkness.
Got
Yeah,
it.
You can't
Okay.
quite see that.
I'll protect you and walk forward if you want to see.
Well, I'm assuming the kobolds will be a threat.
I don't know. We could just say they could be with Ystrael.
So all 3 of the kobolds are bound, and they're lashed to chains that is connected to this central spike.
Do the skeletons look like they're about to...
They're dead.
Okay, good.
So I say we
Proceed with caution.
Yeah. That
So
one.
you proceed with caution. You step warily through the threshold, making your way within, and the figure inside breathes a light sigh of relief and says, "Oh, you're not goblins. Well, hurry, come, quick, break the lock, and we'll get out of here. If you don't, the goblin, I don't know what sent them the way, but they'll come back soon enough, of course." And it appears to be a gnomish figure.
Sweet.
And I'll show you a picture. He's wearing adventuresome clothes, but he's also got this talisman around his neck. You can see there, it's got a golden figure on it. Yashiria, you see it immediately as the symbol of Palor.
Ooh. The cleric that went missing.
That symbol.
Or he stole it.
Sorry, no, I'm no lofty cleric. I'm but an acolyte of Palor's. You must be a cleric of his?
I am.
Wow, thank good heavens. Could you please free me?
Yeah, I'm going to go and smash the lock.
After that conversation, I drop my bag and I notice that my family's gone into the room. And I just kind of like look at it and look at them. And then just decide I'm not going to take anything else and like shuffle over to them.
Okay.
So I'm like at the back of the group, but now I'm with them.
Sure, and
Okay.
Torin is, of course, in the back as well. Unfortunately, Torin's player couldn't be here this evening, so Torin is going to busy himself with these goblins and tying them up, and then we'll trail behind the party at a significant distance as a result.
And he's got some rat sacks, so.
Yeah, he's hungry and going to have a little snack. A little snack.
Sacks
a little
of
snack.
rats.
A little snack sack. Sack snack. A little sack snack.
Snack of a sack.
So you move over to free this gnome from the cage. You may make a strength check in order to bend the bars, or you can make a dexterity check in order to open the cage lock.
I shall strength this.
Excellent. Does anyone want to help?
I'm going to ask you, Sharia, to lend aid because we're a buff duo.
I will assist.
Excellent. Roll together as though you had advantage. As though you had advantage, but
What
no,
did you
don't
roll?
actually
What's
have
your first
advantage.
one?
6.
I rolled a 3.
See, you
so
should have
that
had
was a
me.
7.
So you both of your arms, your hands slip on the bars. You don't have a good grip, but you may attempt again.
Can I
Okay.
push them away and try to roll?
Yeah, okay, so as you come storming forward, they get their second attempt, and
18.
Oh, it's 17.
okay, so they're more than successful themselves the second time to burst open the cage, and you walk up
Get a
like,
leg in there this time.
and Sidork walks up, rubbing his hands, smiling like it's my turn to shit up, and then he just walks right up to the open bend where the
I
gnome
go,
starts to climb out.
That wasn't.
And he says, "Oh, thank you so much,
What's your name?
Erky Timbers.
Sorry, what?
My name is Erky Timbers."
Very nice to meet you, good men, good gnome.
Right, that's
Erky Timbers.
just Erky is fine.
Sun's blessings upon you, little one.
And may Palor's light shine upon you from afar.
We're in a dark place now. It hasn't been shiny in a long time.
Hence the from afar, brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
I stopped listening.
Yeah.
Whilst I can't see all that well in the dark, I assume that you are a half-orc.
Well, I never met my mom, so she could have been a full orc or a half orc herself, or maybe an eighth orc, or maybe, I don't know.
1/16th orc.
Indeed, you are one of the most intelligent half-orcs I've ever met.
I have red hair.
I could not tell in this light. The green casts such a darkening scan. I thought it was brown, but nonetheless, red it is. It is a pleasure, most fortuitous, to make your acquaintance, all of you. Can we please proceed, for the goblins will return anon.
We need to rescue
Calcryx.
Calcryx.
The white dragon, yes, the
Yes.
wormling was dragged through here not long ago.
And have you seen 3 humans?
Oh, the goblins caught 3 of them over a month ago, and they were captives with me here for a while. They said their names were, I think, Tolgan, Sharwin, and, Sir Bradford. Yeah, I remember him very well. He was, of course, a paladin of Palor. The goblins kept them in here for about a week before they removed them. Belak wanted them? That's what I've overheard. Belak? Yes, and that is the last I've heard about that.
Would you like us to escort you to the exit to the Sunless Citadel?
What race is Balak?
I don't know. I've not met this individual Belak.
Does he have red hair?
I have heard the goblins talk about this thing called a Twilight Grove below, and a wicked human called Belak, this spellcaster.
Oh, the outcast.
I suspect this individual tends this enchanted garden and harvests fruits from something that these goblins have called the Gultheus tree. But they speak of it only in the most terrified of whispers. The enchanted fruit must grow on this Gultheus tree.
Is this the golden apples for which we have heard so much about?
I couldn't answer that yes or no, but I believe it might be.
What is the place called again?
The Twilight Grove.
And the Gultheus tree.
The Girthiest tree?
The Girthius tree.
I've heard that before.
Would you like an escort out to the entrance of the Sunless Citadel? We need to proceed on.
There are 2 things that I want. The first, a sip of water, if it is at all
I'll
possible.
pull up my... Oh, wait, shit. This is potion of fire breathing.
That'd be funny.
You can't drink that. Anyone else have a water?
I can spit in your mouth. It's just as good.
The adventurer's backpack should have.
Yeah,
course,
I was
you all
just going to
have
ask
They all
that.
have it.
You
Yeah.
all have water.
I just
I offer
specifically
spit and
emptied
water.
I
And I go-
specifically emptied mine to put the potion of fire breathing in. So
Lovely tiefling, can I have a sip of your water?
If you really need one tiny sip.
Oriana,
What?
Slave, I command you.
no, shut up. Oriana, kindness to others, please.
We don't know this person.
His name's Icky Dumbers.
No, Erky. E-R-K-Y timbers. This is in trees. You
We
take it
don't
on
know-
a strange...
I gave you the nickname of Erky Dumbers. It's because I like you.
I like you too.
He will
Thank
get
you.
all the generosity a stranger deserves.
I've
Here,
introduced...
you may have a sip of water.
Thank you so much. He takes the water flask. He takes the smallest of sips. He looks parched and dehydrated and definitely as though he is malnourished for having been trapped here for over a month in a tiny
I'm gonna
cage
throw my
that
water
just
skin at
barely
him.
holds him. And he hands the water flask back with an apologetic look upon his face as though I've taken only as much as I could. I tried to take less, sort of thing. And he says, it would be, of course, so very kind to make your acquaintance as well.
I'm Sidork.
And I throw it at him.
The other
What
water
do you
skin.
My water skin.
Water skin, okay.
I would never throw spirit.
No, I didn't expect spirit would
he
be.
was thinking
Spirit's in your
something
backpack,
tree-like.
nestled in a t-shirt.
Tree-like.
Moldy.
So he hands back the water flask, and he says to you with some hesitancy, he inquires as to what your name is and who you are.
My name is Oriana, and I am a tiefling. What else is it you wish to know about me?
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I wasn't intent. She's
Good,
very intimidating.
good gnome. Urky.
Icky Dumbers.
No. No.
He looks all disappointed.
Good acolyte of Palor. We are the Silverkin family. And I bow. At your service. We have been sent by the Silver and Stapes Circus to adventure and to trove deep the Sunless Citadel and find all of its mysteries out.
Well, it's a pleasure.
And I am Drayden.
Drayden, Oriana, Sidork, and
Yashiria.
Yashiria, the cleric. It is a pleasure, of course, to make all of your acquaintances. So, with that, my second request is not that you would escort me out. I am of use and can be helpful. I would like very much to
Watch a magic trick.
Sidork. Stop interrupting.
He seems like he could
Hey.
use a boost.
Let the stranger
We've-
speak.
After we've talked about this, interrupting people in mid-conversation.
as I was saying, I would like very much to journey with you, perhaps towards the back of the group, and watch as you dispatch as many goblins as possible, and maybe perhaps even kill this Belek, who has caused me so much strife and mental discomfort for the last little while.
Okay, you need to relax and give us a moment to speak about this.
Of course.
And we huddle up, like our
He
family.
moves to the other side of the room.
Yeah.
He avoid as far away from the cage as possible, which is like he wasn't even let out. So there's refuse and there that is, a bit horrible to look upon. The 3 kobolds are now conversing with Meepo, and Meepo is working somewhat haphazardly and with ill effect to try to remove their chains.
Okay,
So you may as you cluster together.
I'm gonna break the chains as soon as we're done speaking. But I pull in and we do the Silverkin huddle.
Erky Timbers seems really crazy.
I agree. Unstable.
Very unstable.
I am unsure of what he would do if he were pressed with a traumatic situation of dealing with his captor.
But he worships Palor.
He seems like he really wants to watch people die. And is that what Palor wants?
He has entrusted his life with Palor, and therefore he is a trustworthy person.
You're an idiot, Yashiria.
He's been eating poop for 3 weeks.
What else did he have?
He probably has some sort of infection.
We don't know who he is. We don't know where he came from. We don't know why he's here.
I am concerned about his mental health, Yashiria. Not that I believe that he is not meaning well as a acolyte of Palor.
Can I see if I keep an eyesight with Erky Timbers?
Yep.
Because we speak the same language. Can I try to go in his mind and say,
This is Palor. What is your cause? You must follow this group. They will lead you to safety.
try to convince them to, because I can talk to people's minds.
Oh,
Awaken them,
okay. Yeah,
right?
you'll need to make a deception check
'Kay.
to not sound like Sidork.
Well, yeah, I tried. 15.
Okay, he answers back in his mind so that you can understand. He says, Palor? This is a surprising thing.
I will say no more. Follow Yashiria.
Absolutely. Yeah, all right, so if you're looking at him right now, he's...
slightly like-
he's-
Palor out.
Yeah.
What?
Palor out.
Mic drop on Palor.
No, those are expensive.
Yeah.
He looks around up like at the roof of this low-hanging prison and gets this sort of disgruntled look upon his face and then gets a little disappointed. And you may make an insight check for only you because you're the only one who knows what's just happened.
7.
That's enough to note, because I'm not looking for much here. He's not happy with Palor right now. If Palor is going to talk to him in his head right now, after having kept him for a month, why didn't he send Yashiria sooner? And what? Who the is Erky Timbers? Who am I to hear the voice of Palor? This is highly...
Palor works in mysterious ways.
I don't know.
So that sounds like... Just Sidork just yells it out.
Palor works in mysterious ways. I know what you're thinking.
This is absurd.
So we're continuing the conversation. I am fine with bringing him with us as I believe that he is a good, upstanding follower of Palor like yourself, but I am concerned that he may put himself in an undue danger should he not be watched.
We will keep him on a close leash.
All right.
He needs a weapon or something if we're gonna. But I don't want him to have one.
Prior to us giving him any sort of weapon and coming with us, I would like to ask him a couple questions while determining if he is telling the truth to these questions.
Sure.
You should maybe pull out your methods. Could try to use them to help you be scary, intimidating, or right?
Oh, I
use
think
them.
I'm scary.
Well, I mean, whatever spells they have or whatever, because I know that they can turn into bats or centipedes, and if you make those crawl on him, that could be really creepy. And,
Oh, I don't want to torture people.
he's
He's a good
You're not
person.
Oriana, so it's not you.
You're not Oriana.
Well, I'm just saying, maybe if you want. I got to send
Oriana is not Oriana.
Who am I?
Who am I?
Okay, sorry. Whatever you want to do. Ask your questions.
Okay, it seems like you're interested in
Yeah,
potentially bringing
we
him along,
broke, yeah.
but you'd like to ask him a few more questions.
I'm gonna go
So you
do the
approach him to
chains.
come over while Drayden breaks the chains of these other kobolds. We'll get to that in a moment. You may ask your questions as Urki cautiously makes his way towards you.
Urki Timber, I would like to ask and confirm that if we allow you to join us, you will not turn on us.
What do you mean turn on you?
That if a situation came upon us, you would not change sides
So,
and desert us.
I mean,
Betray.
am I...
Betray. Thank
so-
you.
Well, right, so are you here to dispatch goblins?
Well, that's not our... If need be.
And are you going to do something about Belak and his, the reign of terror that he has down below?
That is the plan.
Well, then I don't see what I would possibly or could possibly do to turn against you.
Is there a way for me to determine if that's true?
I don't know. What would you ask of me?
Not him.
Wow.
Can I do an insight check?
Yes, of course you would make an
You say
insight
that
check.
you say that to Urki Timbers. Can I do an insight check?
13.
That's enough to know that he is telling the truth. That he seems to be a good person who just wants to see some goblins and Belak taken care of to resolve what has occurred in his capture.
One more question.
I gladly answer any questions you may have.
How did you come to reside here?
Right. Well, months passed. I was on my way to seek my fortune, and I took the old road. It is my bad luck that the goblin bandits caught me, and I have been here ever since. My deity's blessings, Palor, have kept me healthy. Otherwise, I am sure I would be dead from starvation and abuse at this point.
Very well. I believe we have decided,
Yes, you are welcome to accompany us.
but within close distance, I will have my eye on you.
Thank you, most graciously. I saw one other party member in the back. Was that person with you as well? The bald monk-like figure?
Torin, yes.
Ah, indeed.
Our brother.
And this pathetic kobold who's working to release those three others.
Meepo is guiding us and has a vested interest in the half-dragon, or in the wormling. I apologize.
Ah, right. So to that end, the wormling was taken through the door to the north. The door to the west is, I do not doubt, where a bundle of goblins will be pouring out all too soon. For whatever it was that summoned them, doubtlessly will be done with them anytime soon. I have never heard such a thing before.
Then let's go with haste, family.
I believe that if it was Belak, that he has grown in a commensurable power to be able to throw his voice in such a capacity.
A ventriloquist. I hate ventriloquists.
Wasn't that us?
Yes, that was us.
Okay, cool. Yes, no, I believe that we should leave very quickly so that they do not come upon us while we
Right,
are
of course.
in flagrante.
Don't know what that means, but nonetheless, of course, I shall come with you. So you're dealing with those three kobolds' chains. Mm-hmm. You're going to free the kobolds.
Yeah.
They do not appear to speak any common whatsoever.
I'm going to have Meepo speak to them.
So Meepo speaks to them in his pathetic, crying voice.
koboldy.
And those three kobolds do have no interest in continuing on with the party. As soon
No.
as they are free, they scrabble away from
That's
you
fine.
and run to make their way back to the kobold lair and the home of the kobolds.
That's fine.
Meepo, they don't even give any respect or thanks, it seems, to Meepo, who looks further chagrined despite the fact that
I'm gonna take my hand and pat it on Meepo's shoulder and say, "You do not get the respect that you deserve."
Meepo doesn't deserve any respect.
At least you get it.
Meepo,
Lost Calcryx. And Meepo, life's not worth living without him.
so when we get Calcryx back, life will be better.
That is a dream one's heart makes.
Meepo,
And I'm not fast asleep.
keep your chin up, please. We must be brave to be able to find Calcryx.
Make a persuasion check.
Sure. 22.
He blows his nose into his hands, takes your hand in his, and thanks you profusely. Oh, thanks you, noble Lord Meepo. We'll leave you, Strail, and follow you should Calcryx not return.
Oh, all right. Well, if it gives you purpose, I'm happy to assist.
And then he tries to carry your backpack, and it's too heavy for him, so he kind of just gives your backpack back to you.
Just stay near in case I need of you.
Brother, do you need your hands clean?
Yeah,
I start spitting on them.
All of the spittle and all of the snot.
It's not the first time this
Slam.
has happened.
You continue on.
Let us leave. To the north?
West,
to the north.
I thought.
To the north.
Where's my map?
They would
Where's my map at? So you cross the crenellated wall to the north. And on the other side is that fire pit where a somewhat potentially delicious smelling stew is cooking over now an untended fire. You're not too sure what could be in it, but it is a thick and hearty looking substance.
Is it creamy?
No, it is thick and hearty.
It's like a
It is a stew.
stew.
So not a chowder.
Or red, potentially.
It is not a red clam chowder.
Not
No.
creamy.
It is a meat stew of some sort of meat.
probably
is there
kobolds.
totally the
Spoon?
humans.
No, kobolds.
Humans.
The door to the north is open.
All right, let's go look in that direction.
Sure.
Is there anything else in the room?
No, there really isn't anything in the room, especially in this stockade upon which you were just in, and the practice range itself. No one has spent really any time there except for now Torin. And as you come back, of course, Torin took way too much time tying up goblins. You actually see Torin pocketing a flash of silver, like a flask or a bottle of some kind, into his monkish robes.
I'm going to point out the stew to Torin.
Yeah, he's gonna eat it.
Yeah, of course. Torin has that's where you find Torin at this point, actually. He's bending up from the stew with a ladle there, eating heartily.
I'm happy to provide for you, brother, by pointing out where the food is, the direction of the food.
And then Torin says something about, wait, and he sighs heavily and he thinks for a moment ponderously and says something along the lines of like, my quarterstaff? Have you seen? Oh, I left it outside. And Torin then says, I'll catch up.
But wait,
and
does the soup taste good?
Of course, brother.
Okay.
Everything tastes good.
Yeah, I mean,
I would believe that from him.
Especially that milkshake I found in your bag that you didn't eat.
Jeez.
That was delicious. Oriana can make a constitution check to not throw up a bit in her mouth. You have failed. You
Swallow back down.
you
Solid
throw up
verb.
you throw up a good tablespoon in your mouth.
Can you swallow back down? Yeah.
that was a good sound effect.
I am repulsed, as it were. And Torin takes his leave. Urki continues on with the group, trailing alongside Meepo. He attempts to engage Meepo in conversation, and rather than talk to myself, that just happens in the background. Meanwhile, you proceed into the room to the north, which is just a corridor that is about 25 feet long and has one door at the far end of it. Now, when you come into the corridor, it is running crosswise to you, so it's like you step out and then the corridor proceeds to your left and to your right. To the right, it ends quite abruptly, and to the left, it continues down to another door. That door is closed, and the door across from you, there is another door in here, it is also open.
All right, we'll go that way.
To the open door?
Do you know if... Oh, I guess we just need to look around because we don't know which direction Calcryx might be.
Look for wormling poop.
We could split up.
Oh,
No.
wait, I'm gonna murder you.
Why ever would you need to split up? So the door is open to the
No, I'm
room
gonna go
ahead
in
of
there.
you. And you don't have to go into
Just
the room.
look.
You give a look into
Yeah.
the room and you see stench, garbage, and carrion, years of use by unsanitary tenants. Tattered hides stretched on frames form 6 unstable hammocks around a much-used fire pit. Battered cooking equipment is mixed indiscriminately with broken or worn arms and armor.
Goblins are so gross.
I already threw up once.
All right, we'll just back away from this room. It's kind of gross.
It is empty and devoid of any figures.
I mean, there might be treasure under the garbage, but that's not worth looking.
I'm not touching it.
It's a dork.
I already found spirit. I already got my treasure. Dad will be so proud I didn't actually lose it. Ugh.
You turn from the room unless you'd like to go in and investigate.
Turn, and go away.
and proceed down the corridor. Can I get perception checks from everyone?
Yeah.
I am looking for anyone with a 15 or higher. Please tell me if you are that
I have
person.
a 15.
17.
I have a natural 18.
Wow, natural 18.
Did you roll shitty again, your Sharia?
I don't want to talk about it.
Perception is a skill
It's
under
like you're
wisdom.
supposed to be your thing.
20.
Pretty much.
Oh, dude.
Very well, good job. Yashiria proceeds because Yashiria's in the front. Yashiria starts walking down the corridor.
Sharia, wait.
And something speaks to the other three members of the party. Something about this corridor looks familiar.
No.
As Oriana sees that, wait, those stones over there don't have mortar in them along that edge. And Drayden sees that the stones in the middle have kind of a, like, no sand or dust on them in this, like, roughly rectangular section. And Sidoric notices, hey, there's like a little lever thingy that I recall just as Yashiria steps on the plate that would normally cause the same trap you encountered that back at the very beginning of the thing, and the whole you all three of them call out,
No. Yashiria, stop.
Look out.
and Yashiria gets to make a reroll on her perception check.
Oh, yay.
Did you beat a 15?
Yes.
Then
I did.
you're about to step into the pit trap and it's about to flip. You take a step and it moves maybe a half an inch and you're like, oh, I've seen this before.
Paylor.
No, your siblings.
The trapdoor again.
That you fell in before. Exactly. Same thing.
It was me and
Yes.
Torin previously.
There's about 2 feet on either side of this pit trap that you can cross that is not connected to it, or you could lock the lever down or do some other thing that you've
I've played this
you've
level
played
in
that
Can
game
I
Breath of
try-
the
before.
Wild.
Oh, well, can I try to then because I was the one who noticed the lever lock it then?
Absolutely. It's not really lockable, but you could figure out a way to click it so it cannot go into effect again.
What if I shove spirit in there?
No.
I would do it for our family. I love them so much.
Well, you could definitely shove Spirit in there. Whether or not Spirit has the power to stop that locking gear from spinning and not just getting ground up into
Mold.
into fluff.
Spirit, dude.
I'd do it for you, bro.
If only you still had that suitcase. Nonetheless,
The locked wheels.
do you
'cause
guys
the
wish
wheels would
to
never
lock
move.
it up so you don't accidentally run into this trap again?
I think we should try.
Okay. You find some bars and you go back into the other room where the campfire is and there's a metal
Stick.
poker and whatnot. Yes.
I actually do have a crowbar on me. Can I just then try to use that and jam it in there and like
Then you'd
break?
lose the crowbar.
Oh, okay. Like I was seeing if maybe I could just
Yeah.
like hit. Okay, yeah, I want to keep the crowbar part then. That's
Perfect.
better to use.
I've totally played this.
You get the things you need to
this
get.
level in Breath
Can you
of
make
the
a
Wild.
carpentry check on locking all of this up?
That would be an 18.
More than sufficient. You put some pitons into
I
the four
piton it.
corners. You don't even need to go near the lever to reset the mechanism, and it's now flat and stable. And you can cross to the door on the other side.
I am regretting not bringing my walkabout level. I could have made this level.
What? Sorry. Sidebar. What's a walkabout? Like, is
No,
that like an
like-
Australian thing?
You know what? I didn't know what she's talking about either, so let's just move on.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
like,
sorry,
I just-
like-
I was
my
probably
level-
I was just gonna cut it because
Yeah.
I was like, well,
It's okay. My level I take with me because, you like a little mini level that you get.
Oh, the thing
Yeah.
with like the bubble.
Yeah, the bubble.
Got it.
I just wanted to.
I'll show you one.
Oh, I know what they are, but like I thought that was like I don't know, like a walkabout.
I was just being a
I don't
weirdo.
know.
I just don't
Sorry.
think this is all on the level.
Yeah, sorry.
So,
Okay, sorry. I didn't know that
Not
was
a
its name.
Sidorc. Because
whatever. You guys gave me an opportunity to make an awesome pun. The door in front of you is closed.
Is that the pun?
No, the pun was, I don't think this is entirely on the level.
I know, but like you gave me a chance to say a good pun.
So the door in front of you is closed.
Is it locked?
You haven't checked, but when you do jiggle the latch, it definitely moves. Make a perception check, everyone.
Ooh, sweet.
I'm looking for 18 or higher.
23.
Oh, excuse me. I'm only a 13.
18.
16.
So I have 2 people who have definitely heard something on the other side of the door. The other 2 did not. I'm going to guess that the 2 of you are in front.
Probably.
I make hand gestures to be like
Wow,
pointing
the
to my
the
ear.
people at home
Point
can
like
definitely
this.
hear that. So
Point.
steal second?
Point to my ear and then like point to the door and like try to indicate that I hear something through the door.
Okay. Yep.
And Oriana agrees.
I try to listen closer to determine what it is we are hearing.
Something moved on the other side of the
It's
door.
just moving.
That's all you were able to determine and discern.
I think we should put Yashiri in front.
I mean, I can go in front if Yoshiri is. Well, we could both go.
I noticed Drayden's pointing at his ear and then the door, and I go,
Can you not hear me? Can you guys not hear me?
Oh, no.
Can you guys hear me?
They're all laughing.
Oh, okay, good.
One thing I forgot to mention is that
thought it
this
went
is not
mute.
just a single door. This is a double set of doors. They are wooden doors that have the nice, really nice bronze, tarnished over time handles that turn down in the middle where you could turn them both and then push them open.
This is some good craftsmanship, hey?
It was at one point,
at
yes.
one point?
And they're curved and a nice arch, and these doors fit perfectly, and it's a very lovely set of doors.
I'm just gonna give Yoshiri the look like I'm gonna pop this door straight open and charge in.
And we should be
my-
prepared to
my
fight.
long sword. Yeah, prepared to potentially just be like,
All right, you turn the handles down and push,
Yeah.
and the doors don't open.
oh,
I wish we had that magic ocarina.
To make everyone afraid?
the chime.
The chime.
Yeah, but if it's physically blocked on the other side,
They are not physically blocked on the other side.
I only play lute instrument or
Are they
string.
blocked with magic?
Definitely not, because Drayden knows immediately that there are pins in the door that push up to the top and down to the bottom through into little holes on either side. And then those are pushed down and pushed up, and you can't currently open the doors.
Are there any like dragon carvings or anything on this
No,
door? So
there
there's
is
not any
nothing.
like
These are just
keyholes or
a-
anything to put on it? Okay,
Nope,
sorry,
they're just a
wanted-
nice pair of doors.
I like them knockers.
yeah, nice pair of doors right there.
Yeah, I'd like them to spread open.
All right, yeah.
So basically, we
Okay,
could
well.
push the prongs and open the doors.
Yes, you'd have to find the prongs. in
Yeah,
order to
where
do it,
they're
but
You,
yes,
you
we
have a
make
crowbar. I might have
I
a
do have a
crowbar
crowbar and a hammer.
I have a crowbar.
I have a crowbar
And you have your
a
carpentry
hammer.
tools.
And I have so I'm gonna jam the crowbar in the bottom and bang bang to try
Okay,
to bend
yeah,
the pin.
sure.
Yeah,
I'll
if we can try to
do it the
like,
proper
catch it.
carpentry way. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You can make a dexterity carpentry check.
Carpentry the shit out of this. No.
If you're having trouble getting that bottom pin, you can use a strength
Oh, yeah.
carpentry check. This will break the pin though,
I don't care.
so it wouldn't be able to be reset. Yeah,
I'm not planning on living in this Sunless Citadel.
Okay.
Break it, you buy it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know. That's typically what our policy is at the circus, but fuck them.
That is also the
Or
policy at the
you
circus.
win, you lose.
No, just say no. That fuck 'em is your dad's policy.
That's true.
And no one gets a giant ass panda.
No one gets the giant ass panda.
Nobody.
Never.
You lose your job if that shit goes missing.
24.
That is more than you crack
Shatter
the
the
pin.
Bam!
And in so doing, break the other pin on the bottom of the door as well. So just the pins in the top, and you're able to wiggle the door in an insufficient way to pull the pins on the insides of the doors to allow you to open the doors. The double doors open. Mounted and stuffed animal heads adorn the walls. The mounting job is sloppy, and the assortment of heads includes cattle, rats, and other not particularly impressive specimens. A few grisly trophies share the wall with animals, including a couple of kobold heads. Smashed and broken cabinets and small tables litter the periphery of the room, mute victims of some sort of rampage. A rusted iron spike stands in the center of the room, trailing a broken chain. Thin, patches of frost coat sections of the walls, floor, and debris in the room itself. There is a broken table. So the room opens about 25 feet in front of you and then opens up another 40 feet to the right and ends in a curved wall. And there is another door to your left as you walk into the room that leads out.
So just to confirm, are all the animals like taxidermied animals on the walls?
Yes.
Not like
poorly taxidermied.
not stuffed animals that
Some of them have not properly been stuffed
but like
at
not
all.
but not like stuffies with their heads taken off, which is what I assumed.
Oh, come on.
No. It's just my brain went there. I'm sorry.
Spirit is amongst them.
Yeah, no,
I'm imagining like Ace Ventura 2 when nature calls, when he goes into the like all mounted animal.
Yeah.
And then he's like, that's basically how Sidork's reacting.
I cover Meepo's eyes from the kobolds.
Yeah. Okay.
Dead eyes.
Yep. In fact, I'll give you a blue mote for that.
Is Calcryx in here, Meepo? Don't look. There's kobolds that have been slain here.
Only 3 though, so it's not that big of a deal.
Does Calcryx breathe ice?
Yeah, it's a white wormling.
I don't
right?
know things.
I'll take a nature check from everyone to determine whether or not you know what white dragons breathe.
No, that's why I asked.
15?
15.
No.
18.
Nah. Okay. You're not familiar with that sort of thing. So it's possible. Calcryx was this way. Erky Timber stands in the back, very, very nervous. Meepo looks around to Drayden, like wondering if you're proceeding into the room.
I will proceed into the room.
Okay.
Slowly.
Well, and what is everyone else doing?
I'm in shock. And I'm staring at Erky.
Okay, so you were in shock and then you turned and glared at Erky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thinking that he was
This is all your
capable
fault.
of this because he's insane. In my head.
Okay.
In
yeah.
this creepy room of death, can I like, I don't know, is this a thing I can do? Like prepare a spell, like be ready, like kind of have it ready to go?
all your
so I
spells
can
are
just, like,
generally
shoot it
prepared. Yeah.
off? Okay, well that's like, I'm like chill touching my hand because I feel
I'm gonna
creeped out.
call out for Calcryx and just say,
Come here, boy.
Calcryx.
And Yashiria.
I will follow Drayden.
Okay, so 2 of you have entered the room.
Yeah,
I'm slowly
I feel
falling
like I'm gonna
behind
die.
3 of you have entered the room. Meepo has entered the room.
I peel my eyes away from him and I enter the room.
4 of you have 4 party members have entered the room. That is everyone. Erky Timbers follows along, looking at the doors like, wondering what you guys were doing about that. And from behind this broken table, a white tail moves as a white wormling.
Who do we get to see?
He's so cute.
He's a chromatic dragon, so he's gonna be evil.
Looks up.
I mean, no, I don't know anything.
This
Sorry.
white dragon looks up from behind the table.
Calcryx. Is that Meepo? Is that Calcryx?
Meepo looks around you,
Yeah.
sees Calcryx there, and says, Calcryx, you are here! And starts to move forward. And what are the rest of you doing? I see a prepared spell, and what else?
I feel like Calcryx is about to shoot
Yeah.
cold everywhere.
He's scared.
Yeah.
I'll draw my warhammer and my shield.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely shoot.
I'm gonna attempt to use nature and like do the calm.
Handle animals?
Yeah, sure. I have
What are
that.
you doing, Oriana?
I think at the current moment, I'm almost become entranced by the wormling. Is that
Oh,
what's
okay,
called
cool.
wormling? I
Very
become entranced by
interesting.
the because it's nothing
ice.
I've seen before.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely. Its tongue flickers out. It is a dark, dark blue, forked slightly at the end, tasting the air as it looks at the 4 of you, Erky Timbers, Meepo, and then back to Drayden.
And I'm going to say in a very calming voice, Calcryx, we're here to help you, as I approach with my arms like in a soft.
crouch down.
And it
maybe.
says in common, help? What do you mean, help?
What well to render assistance in any way that you need.
We can all hear him, right?
Her.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Yes.
We were all advised that you were stolen by Meepo. That one, right there.
Goblins did come and fetch me.
Do you wish to remain here? Or leave? You seem to be a very intelligent...
Meepo turns to you. But you said you would help bring Calcryx back.
Yeah, I'm not into putting people back into cages.
But it's not... We venerate... Calcryx is our dragon. We venerate her.
What does Calcryx want? Because if Calcryx wants to leave...
Yeah, we should ask if Calcryx wants to go back to the queen. Sorry, I'm trying to find her name.
Yeah,
but I can't.
it's Ystrael.
I knew you.
Yeah. If Calcryx, I would not take you against your will. Where would you like to go, Calcryx?
I know a cool circus.
Yes. Come closer. Let us discuss this at length.
No, that sounds like a very terrible idea. How about you decide what you want, Calcryx? Do you want to stay here?
No, Calcryx can't stay here. Calcryx must come back to me. And Meepo turns and says, Calcryx, you will come back right now. And he starts walking towards the table.
And I grab his...
All right, make a roll.
Dex Athletics.
What are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to grab him and hold him
It's a grapple check, so it's a strength check.
Oh, no, I totally missed with my
trip
one.
over yourself?
I'm like, no,
on
and
your
fall over.
Oh, so the rest of the party sees Drayden say with a lot of intensity, no, and then not move his arms at all.
Yeah.
I'm
just
gonna
be like-
just crouch down then.
Okay, because...
Pull my dreads in front. When Drayden yells no, I know usually something's bad's
Oh,
happening.
okay, yeah.
Because Drayden's never unhappy.
I'm all...
And
I feel
Meepo,
like I'm
so
always
Meepo steps forward towards
Meepo's gonna
Calcryx.
die.
Yeah.
I can't stop him because I'm like an idiot and didn't really action anything. So
Yeah. Meepo steps forward towards Calcryx and says, you will come back right now. And Calcryx says nothing and just eats Meepo. And that's where we'll end tonight.
I want to rewrite that.
we could.
As much as I don't like feel bad for the annoying little thing.
Raise a glass and drink with the enemy. Raise a glass and sing with the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own. And raise a glass and toast to the enemy. Raise a glass and sing to the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own.
This concludes this episode of Tavern Tales, a curated Dungeons & Dragons 5e game set in the Tales of the Yawning Portal adventure module by Wizards of the Coast. Our intro and outro music is the song Tavern Tales by the Bad Billy Band. You can find out more about the Bad Billy Band on iTunes or at www.badbillyband.com or follow them on Twitter at badbillyband. Thanks for listening. Please feel free to leave us a review on iTunes or find us on Twitter at tavern_tales. We'll be back next week with more of the adventure.